Bernstein has been nothing but great to me throughout my trials. I mean, it's 5 years into this car accident, and they never gave up on me, never. And in everything, they fought for me, and I am so proud to tell everyone, don't even wink for a moment. It's you, Spar and Bernstein. My lawyer here, Mr. Barack, has been a cage animal. He wanted to go on trial, but thank God we settled out of court, and it was something that I'm very, very happy about. So everyone, I'm telling you, I'm not just making stories up. You have to use this law firm. Spar and Bernstein is the best, worldwide best.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Good morning!
Good morning.
You took your jacket.
How are we doing this morning?
I saw you. You were, about 3 minutes ago, you were in a different outfit. Did you do like a quick change?
I took the jacket off.
Oh, is that what you did?
Yeah, I wanted to be more festive.
More festive?
I wanted to be more festive.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Gobble, gobble to you and
Happy
the entire...
Thanksgiving to you too.
But you will not wish me gobble, gobble. But gobble, gobble to you and the entire Annakie clan. May you have a festive Thanksgiving, not only to you, but all our viewers as well.
See, what should happen right now, we can tell Jill, our producer, we should have the turkey walking in the studio now.
We talked about having a live turkey coming around the studio.
A real turkey.
Like a real live turkey. We talked about it.
Right.
And Jill is like, are you serious? You want a live turkey running around the studio while you're doing the show? And I said, yes, that would be very comical. Yes, you hear the turkey in the background? He's behind me, actually. We'll see if we can pick him up later. Do they have turkey? They don't have.
I don't want any turkey behind me.
They don't have any turkey.
Sorry.
They don't have any turkeys in the street in Jamaica, right? There's no wild turkeys running around. Just chickens running around.
Nope.
Chickens running around, maybe. No, not even chickens.
Yeah, they're chickens.
Right. But no wild turkeys.
Chickens are running around, but yeah.
Right. Maybe a couple of humans you want to call a turkey,
turkey.
Right? Maybe a couple of humans you want to call a turkey, but no real turkeys.
Yep.
Meanwhile, Squeeze, we have 12 open lines. It's our last morning show till Monday. Just wanted to give everybody a heads up that Thursday and Friday, Squeeze and I will be enjoying our turkeys with our families, and we will be back live on Monday at 9. We'll be live at 12 also today, but this is our last live show for the week, and we will be back live on Monday. In the meantime, Squeeze, I do have to update you on something. Yesterday, there was...
And what is that?
There was a sad... No, it's serious. A sad incident where a Border Patrol agent was killed in the line of duty. And Donald Trump, and we announced it, and Donald Trump said he was killed in an area where lots of immigrants try to run across the border. Everybody was quick to say it must have been an illegal immigrant. It must have been somebody who is a bad person who's trying to run across the border, and there's Agent Rogelio Martinez. He died Sunday while he was working this past weekend on Saturday night. He had gone to check on a border sensor where humans were supposedly being crossing, and he died, unfortunately. And Donald Trump jumped to politicize all of this, and says on Twitter, the Border Patrol officer who was killed at the southern border, another one badly hurt. We will seek out and bring to justice those responsible. We will and must build the wall. Okay, now what it has turned out is that those responsible are his own U.S. government, who put him out. It was not anybody from another country who killed him. It was not anybody crossing over the border, but of course we have to politicize this, build the wall. The only thing they should do is build a wall around a big hole where they sent him to go, where he fell into in the dark. Connect to WVIP. Okay. We are connected to. We were connected. I don't know why. Now we're connected back again. Okay, we were before. I don't know what happened. But investigators are now saying that the death of a U.S. Border Patrol agent was simply an accident. And of course, Donald. Maybe we should just build a wall. It was an accident. He fell into a hole. Okay, don't send your agents out. And
they're blaming it on.
And they blamed it on immigrants. Yeah. All right. Build a wall around the holes that are dangerous, where people will step when it's dark. So that's one thing.
It's very sad.
If you are working at a...
What else is happening? What else is happening here in the Brad?
If you are working, here's a warning. If you are working and you are an immigrant and you are working in a major food service chain, I don't know which food service chain it is, but you can take guesses. I don't know if it's a Dunkin' Donuts, 7-Elevens, McDonald's, Wendy's. We don't know. I'm not accusing any of these companies of anything. But apparently, a secret document was leaked from ICE that they will be conducting a huge raid sometime at the end of this month or early next month on this huge food service chain and arresting lots of people at various outlets of this huge food service chain. The operation is focused on employers who are exploiting undocumented workers. The employers will be fined. The undocumented workers will be exploited a second time by being paraded across a camera, put in jail, and deported. So I don't know how we are helping undocumented aliens by doing that, but that's so. If you are working at a food service chain, please be very careful. And Rebecca just talked about this.
Make sure you're not a word.
If you remember, Rebecca just talked about this on our Law Link show the other day. About ICE coming in and going into work areas and arresting people and auditing people. So we just talked about this the other day, and boom, in the news. Of course, as usual, Squeeze, we are ahead of the curve.
It is.
We are ahead of the curve. Also on Monday,
nobody listens to the Brad.
Nobody listens to Squeeze. Nobody ever listens to Squeeze. You want to know something? If people listen to Squeeze every day, this world would be such a harmonious place. It would be beautiful. We would be all holding hands. We would be singing Kumbaya. It would be like we would be like all flower children in the '60s again. It would be a beautiful world. Just if we just listen to Squeeze.
I think so too.
And of course, call USA Credit Repair at 1-800-872-7177. Happy Thanksgiving, Squeeze.
Oh man!
Happy Thanksgiving
to everybody.
Yes. Oh, there's the turkeys again. There are the turkeys again. Squeeze, a federal judge called Donald Trump out as a turkey on Monday. Called Trump a turkey. Trump tried to sue the city of Philadelphia. Your mic is out. Well, while your mic is out, I think it's your internet connection. I really think you got to talk to whoever handles your internet connection down there.
I spent half the night doing that.
Yeah, well, you got to spend the other half of the night because we're still not hearing you well. But why don't you? Can you hear? Let me
tell our producer to give me 60 seconds.
All right, so we're going to give Squeeze 60 seconds while I finish telling what this judge called Donald Trump a turkey.
I'll let you know.
Not necessarily, didn't call him necessarily a turkey, but Judge William Orrick in San Francisco called Donald Trump's January order unconstitutional on its face. It's not even you have to give it any thought. I mean, when you say it's unconstitutional on its face, what a judge is saying is, I don't even have to give any thought to this. This is so bad. This is so unconstitutional. This is so ridiculous. I'm going to call, it's basically calling Trump a turkey, and made a permanent injunction on any of Donald Trump's efforts to cut federal funding from sanctuary cities. Judge Orrick wrote, the counties have demonstrated that the executive order has caused and will cause them constitutional injuries by violating the separation of powers doctrine and depriving them of their 10th and 5th Amendment rights. San Francisco City Attorney Denise Herrera, because this is out in California, who filed 2 lawsuits against the Trump administration, called the decision a victory for the American people. So, on Thanksgiving, even Donald Trump, still a turkey. What else is happening here? Uber just came out. Uber, while we're waiting for Squeeze, Uber just came out recently and said 57 million people's personal data was hacked. Every day we're getting hacked. Uber. What else? The Equifax. Chase Bank. Every month we are being hacked. And now the U.S. government wants to be able to take, they want to do this thing where they have to verify through a computer system whether you're a U.S. citizen and a permanent resident and whether you're legal to work. What makes anybody think that the U.S. government is going to be able to hold this information when the Democratic Party couldn't even hold this information? If we go into this system, I guarantee you the Russians, the North Koreans, and every other country will have every piece of information on every American in the entire United States of America within 1 year. Finally, while we're waiting for Squeeze, and by the way, we have 12 open lines on our Thanksgiving Day special. So if you call right now, we're going to be taking your telephone calls with your immigration questions at 1-800-529-5465. That's 1-800-529-5465. 1-800-529-5465. We have 12 open lines right now. So if you call right now, we will be answering your immigration questions. You can also leave your immigration questions on our Facebook pages at law offices of Spar and Bernstein, Brad H. Bernstein, and our preferred page, The Brad and Squeeze Show. As you can tell, we will be showing our live videos on less and less Facebook pages. It's going to be like a funnel, and eventually you are only going to be able to watch The Brad and Squeeze Show for our content here, live content on The Brad and Squeeze Show. So please leave your questions on The Brad and Squeeze Show on Facebook. Please leave your questions on Law Offices of Spar and Bernstein. Please leave your questions on Brad H. Bernstein. And of course, if you're listening on WVIP 93.5 FM, you can also give us a call right now at 1-800-529-5465. It is a Wednesday before Thanksgiving. We do not have one person yet with an immigration question, so we're just going to continue with our Thanksgiving Day news. 1-800-529-5465. 1-800-529-5465. This is actually one of the funniest things I've seen in a while. I got actually a good laugh at this when I saw this. The poor Weather Channel, they set up a video to watch the Georgia Dome, which is a big stadium where they used to play football, indoor stadium in Atlanta, blow up because they were tearing it down, and the Weather Channel put up a video, a live feed, a live camera to watch the Georgia Dome blow up. And people were watching on the Weather Channel for 45 minutes, waiting for this big explosion at the Georgia Dome. A groundbreaking on the Georgia Dome began back in 1989. More than 1,400 events occurred at the Georgia Dome over its lifespan, and now they were going to explode it in like this huge explosion. People wanted to watch it, and the Weather Channel was streaming it. And let's see what happens when the Weather Channel streams. And boom, here's a bus after people are watching for 45 minutes. And the bus pulls up in front of the camera and blows and blocked the entire view. Oh, we can't show the whole thing. It was the funniest thing. Why can't we show this whole thing? And then as soon as the whole place explodes and the people on TV miss it, the bus pulls away. You couldn't make it any funnier. And finally, while we're waiting for our telephone lines to heat up, again, our telephone number is 1-800-529-5465, 1-800-529-5465. We have a great Thanksgiving Day story that I saw on the internet where a grandma texted the wrong teen about Thanksgiving and invited him anyway. An accidental text message about Thanksgiving plans. This went viral on November 15th. The 17-year-old Jamal Hinton from Chandler, Arizona, got looped into a group text. The text included 2 unknown numbers and an invite to Thanksgiving. Confused, Hinton asked who these people are. The texter responded, "Your grandma." Hinton was a bit bewildered, but thought it could possibly be his actual grandmother, so he asked the texter to take and send him a selfie. The texter was definitely not his grandma. There's grandma. There's a picture of grandma. She's an old white lady if you're listening on WVIP. And let's take a look at what Jamal Hinton looks like. Jamal Hinton. There's Jamal Hinton. There is no way that this grandma is Jamal Hinton's grandma and grandson. So she texted back anyway after they realized that they are not grandma and grandson. Of course you can come anyway. That's what grandmas do. We feed everyone. So Hinton's friend Ronald posted the screenshots of the texted conversations to Twitter, and the post blew up. And now grandma has invited Jamal to dinner, and grandma's name is Wanda, and she lives in nearby Mesa, Arizona. And Jamal and Wanda will be having Thanksgiving dinner together, and they have now made a new friendship, and perhaps even though they are not biologically grandma and grandson, perhaps they could have that relationship. Jamal said she is such a nice lady. It's a very funny, sweet lady, and confirmed that he is definitely going to her house for Thanksgiving. And that, my friends, is what Thanksgiving Day is all about. The telephone number to call on this Thanksgiving Day is 1-800-529-5465. That's 1-800-529-5465. We have 12 open lines right now, so if you call, you will get your immigration questions asked and answered. I do want to say hello to everybody who is watching on our Law Offices of Spar and Bernstein page. Lisa Bling Rose, Tanetso Bless Robinson, all our usual viewers, Wendy Brown, Carol Anderson, the Tiger, Pamela Bassoon, good morning. Smiley Smith, we see, is watching. Marsha Reed Powell, good morning to you. Munchie Daly, good morning. Who else is watching? Denise Ellis also said and commented she heard it was an accident, but so, we're talking going back about the Border Patrol agent, and of course Donald Trump likes to politicize everything. Tracy Hides, good morning. Joan Lewis, good morning. Deborah Gail McCrone, good morning. And she agrees with me, just build a wall around the hole and nobody would die. Or we should just build a wall around the White House and we don't have to listen to this guy anymore. How about that? It would be a lot cheaper also. Teresa Latouche, happy Thanksgiving. Leopold Allen, happy Thanksgiving. Bernadette Eustaquio, happy Thanksgiving to you as well. All of these people are watching on our feed on the Law Offices of Spar and Bernstein. Janice Gordon, good morning. Natasha Campbell, good morning. Deborah Gail McCrone, good morning. So many people wishing us happy Thanksgiving. And of course, on our feed on the Brad and Squeeze Show, we have lots of people wishing us all sorts of things as well. We have people who watch on both feeds. Carol Anderson, the Tiger, is watching on both feeds. Tamika Nelson also watching on both feeds. Vakisha Taylor, good morning and happy Thanksgiving to you on the Brad and Squeeze Show page. And of course, who else is watching here? We have Jeff Bossie, a new viewer who seems to be participating a lot on our Brad and Squeeze page. Welcome everybody to our show. I am not sure what happened to David Squeeze Annakie, but it's now time to actually do what we're supposed to do here, which is answer your immigration questions. We're going to go to the lines right now. 1-800-529-5465. That's 1-800-529-5465. And we have Leonard in Brooklyn. Leonard.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm good this morning. I'm looking for an address which I can write. I have a paper, a birth certificate to send to the immigration office. But I want to know where to send it. It's supposed to add to my filing for my granddaughter.
Okay.
Which my daughter.
All right. So you filed for your daughter.
Yeah, and she have a young kid now in Jamaica. So I want to add the birth certificate to the file, but I don't know directly where to send it.
Okay, let me ask you a question. The I-130 was approved already, right?
Yes, I have the receipt number and everything.
All right, but it's approved. Has your case gone to the National Visa Center? Has your case gone to the National Visa Center with a KNG number? You have a piece of paper with a KNG number?
No, I don't see the case. I just see the receipt number and the A number and the receipt.
Did you get approval of this I-130?
Yes.
Okay, so after you got the approval of the I-130, on the approval letter, it should say that your case is approved and was sent to the National Visa Center in Portsmouth, New Hampshire. Do you have that letter?
I don't see New Hampshire on it.
Okay, so what after the approval, it would say one of two things on the approval notice. Either it says your case was approved and sent to the National Visa Center, or your case was approved and is going to be held in this office for adjustment of status. It says one of those two things. So do you have that in front of you at this moment?
No, not right now.
Okay, so most likely, if your child is in another country, in Jamaica, your case was sent to the National Visa Center. So what you're going to do, you have a pen and paper?
Yes.
Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to write to the National Visa Center, and I'm going to give you the address right now. It is 32 Rochester Avenue.
So, hold on.
32. I'll hold on. We've just got hundreds and thousands of people watching. 32 Rochester Avenue. Portsmouth, New Hampshire.
What's that again?
Portsmouth. 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 Portsmouth, maybe. Portsmouth, New Hampshire. 03801. 03801. And you're going to write the national 038. This is not very good television here, so I got to finish this up. 03801. And what you're going to do is you're going to write the National Visa Center at that address. You can Google that address. It's not a secret address. You can Google it. Write the National Visa Center. Submit a copy of the approval letter. Submit a copy of the birth certificates of the children, and you write of the grandchildren. You write them and say, please add these grandchildren onto my approved daughter's case. Enclosed is a copy of the approved I-130, and you send it all to the National Visa Center in Portsmouth. I guess it's Portsmouth. I call it Portsmouth, but it's Portsmouth, New Hampshire.
New Hampshire. Okay, thank you.
You're very welcome. Okay. And happy Thanksgiving to you and your family.
Same to you, and enjoy your own.
Thank you. And let me say this. No matter where you are in your life right now, whether you're in a high, you're in a low, you're in a depression, you're somewhere in the middle, you're very happy, you're very sad, things are going good, things are going bad, be thankful for something on Thanksgiving. That's what this is all about. And it will always give you a little push up. Be thankful for. Think about what you're thankful in your life, even if things are going bad. And that's what this is what this is all about. So thank you and happy Thanksgiving. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
All right, Leonard. All right. 1-800-529-5465. 1-800-529-5465. And that's very true, folks. No matter where you are in your life, tomorrow, take a minute. Spend time with your family, obviously, your friends, or whatever you're doing, okay? Or just even if you're spending time by yourself, just lie on your couch or in your bed, deflate for a minute or two, and think about one thing that you're thankful for. You could always say, I'm thankful that I'm breathing. I'm thankful that I have a roof over my head. I'm thankful that there's, I don't know, whatever it is that you're thankful for. You have your health. You have people who love you, that you're able to eat a meal today. Be thankful for something. Everybody in life always has more than you. You're never going to find somebody unless you are Bill Gates or Mark Zuckerberg, there's always somebody who has more than you, okay? Be thankful for what you have in your life. Be thankful that you're alive on this earth. Be thankful for something. Lift yourself up tomorrow. That's what Thanksgiving's about. 1-800-529-5465. That's 1-800-529-5465. And we're going to go to, I believe, Wynette in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Wynette.
Yes, I'm calling on behalf of a friend of mine. She came to this country in 2000, and she hasn't been back. She's now engaged, and she's planning on getting married next year. Is that okay for her to do so?
Why is she waiting? Why is she waiting to next year to get married? Why can't she get married tomorrow?
Because what happened is that when she came here, she did get married, but it didn't work out, so she's going through a divorce now.
I understand. You can't be married to two people. When she got here and got married, how long after did she get here did she get married?
Oh, I didn't ask her.
As long as she gets, she gets divorced and she marries again, she should be able to adjust her status. She can get married the day after she's divorced. And you want to do this, and why I said why, and then I said why is she waiting? Because Donald Trump is a bit of a lunatic and a loose cannon. You don't know what he's going to do, what executive orders he's going to make. That's why I said don't wait, do it now. That's why I said what are you waiting to next year? Just go do it. But if you got to wait for the divorce, then obviously you got to wait for the divorce.
Because what happened that he was on the dole and he was entreating her, so she had to leave from him, so she didn't get her papers. So she signed this guy. Now she's engaged to him, but she's waiting until the divorce comes through. Then she get married. Will that be a problem for her to get settlement in this country?
Well, two things. Number one, when you say you found somebody, I'm not sure what that means. If you found somebody and you love the person, it's a real marriage. No, it's not a problem. She'll get her green card. If it's like I found somebody and I paid him $10 million to marry me, that's a problem. The other thing is, if you told me I heard that she was being abused, she wasn't being treated right, how come she never tried to file a Violence Against Women Act claim, a battered spouse application? How come she never did that?
Oh, she didn't know.
But she can still do it right now. She doesn't have to wait to get married again.
Okay.
So if she's been through a lot, even if it happened 4 years ago, she's not divorced from this man yet. You can still do it. You can still do it from abuse from 3-4 years ago, 5 years ago, as long as you're not divorced yet. You have 2 years from the time of a divorce. So maybe what she may want to do is contact us. Let's go through and see whether she has evidence of this abuse. I'm not saying it didn't happen, but you have to have a little evidence of it as well. And if she does, maybe she's better off relying on herself and doing this all on her own than relying on getting married to a man. If she still wants to get married to this man and she loves him, that's great, but she does it on her own. It always makes people feel more empowered.
Right.
All right.
I have a friend who would like to talk to you.
What? We're passing the phone along here.
Hi,
how are you?
Not bad.
Are you together in Wynette's apartment? Are you at work? Are you on the street? Where are we passing the phone along?
I'm at home.
You're at home? Okay.
Yes, we're at the same place.
All right, good. So everyone came over to Wynette's apartment to go watch the show. Fantastic. What is your question?
I don't even know where to begin.
Okay, start at the beginning.
Well, the beginning, it's a long story.
It's a long story. Well, let me tell you this: we only have
everything on the phone.
We only have 24 minutes left of our show, so hopefully the story is less than 24 minutes.
Okay. Well, I'm married. But the marriage isn't going on well. So I'd like to know: is it safe to get divorced now?
Yes.
Or do I stay married until I don't know, until maybe
until the world comes to an end? All right. So if you're unhappily married, get divorced. You have an immigration issue? Do you have a green card? Do you have a 2-year green card? You got nothing? What's going on?
No, I did not get through.
You didn't get through. Is there abuse in the relationship?
To speak the truth, not definitely, no. Maybe verbal, but
verbal abuse. Physical. Well, verbal abuse sometimes can turn into extreme emotional abuse depending on what words are being used. All right. It's absolutely safe to get divorced. Nothing bad will happen to you by doing a divorce. And if things don't work out in your marriage, you can absolutely get divorced and remarry again. Nobody says you have to. You can only fall in love one time.
My other point is I have a social security number.
Good. Fantastic.
Would that affect my number?
No, your social security number is good for life, no matter what happens. That's your number.
Okay.
Even when you go and get married again and you fall in love again and you go apply for your green card again, that is your social security number. It's not like you get a new one. All right. So hold on one second. I think you really need a consultation so we can figure out where you should be going from here. Hold on one second. 1-800-529-5465. We are live on WVIP 93.5 FM. We are live on Facebook at Law Offices of Spar and Bernstein. We are live on Facebook at Brad H. Bernstein. We are live on Facebook at The Brad and Squeeze Show. And let me tell you, folks, in about 2 minutes, if you leave your questions on one of our 3 Facebook feeds, you will be getting answers to them because we're going to go to our social media queen. No, I'm not David Squeeze, Annakie, Walter Ali. I saw that. Yes, very good now. We will be going to our social media queen, Kim, in about 1 minute, we're going to be doing our rapid fire rounds, and we are going to be answering your immigration questions. Let's go to Terry in Naples, Florida. Terry, how are you?
You too, okay.
Terry.
Hello.
How are you, Terry?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
Fantastic. Except I lost my co-host, David Squeeze Annakie, somewhere along the way of the show. Other than that, I'm fantastic. But somehow we lost my co-host. But we're good. I can still fly the plane without him. What's up?
Okay. All right. I have a green card. I had an arrest a few years ago, and it was expunged because it was dismissed, and then they said I just could do the expungement. I did that. But I'm thinking about applying for citizenship. Would that be a problem?
Yes. Did you watch our show yesterday, by the way, or you didn't get a chance to watch it?
No, I did not.
Okay, so if you watch our afternoon show yesterday, we had one of my criminal defense attorneys, Jacob Hudnut, on, and we were actually talking about this exact thing, about expungement, sealing, vacating. Expungement is not a cure for immigration when you have a criminal record. Because the definition of a crime, and you can go back and watch our show from yesterday because we go through a whole explanation about it, but the definition of a crime for immigration that is a deportable offense is, did you plead guilty to something? Was a punishment given?
No.
You just told me you got it expunged. Expunged means you pled guilty and then
No.
Tell me what happened then, because you're not using the right words then.
I was arrested. And then when I went to court, it wasn't called up. They just handed me a letter and said there's insufficient information for anything to
okay, fine.
So nothing was.
So when you see, you got to be very careful. And listen, Terry, I love you, and you're not a lawyer, and what you're not supposed to know these things. But you got to be very careful, especially when you're talking about criminal issues, and especially when you go to immigration, that you describe the right thing. If you went to immigration and said, I got arrested and my case got expunged, what you're telling the government is, I was arrested, I pled guilty, and years later they took this off my record. That's what expungement means. So you would have just told the government, I'm guilty of a crime when you weren't, and then your whole citizenship would have been blowing up in your face. So you got to be very careful with the words that you use. Okay, what happened in your case? What happened in your case was that you went to court and they didn't have any evidence to further prosecute you, and they threw the case out. Case was dismissed against you. So you were arrested. Charges were brought against you. Case dismissed. And that was one time. Is that correct?
That's correct.
All right. And when did this happen? How long ago?
That was in 2014 or 15, I think. Between 14 or 15.
What was the arrest for?
Battery.
Okay. So, you could have... And are you married to a citizen?
No.
Okay. So, this happened in the last 5 years. You have one arrest. It was dismissed for some sort of assault or fight or whatever you had. Okay?
Yeah.
It will come into play in your citizenship. And the reason it will come into play in your citizenship is because you got to prove good moral character for 5 years. So so we're now almost coming into 2018. So we have to, in order for you to become a citizen between 2013 and 2018, you have to be a person of good moral character. Now, generally, a person of good moral character doesn't get arrested for having a fight. Now, what the law says is, well, who knows who was at fault? Who knows, because your case was dismissed, and you can go in and say, listen, I had a bad night. Nobody says, the law doesn't say you have to be a saint for 5 straight years, day in, day out. You're allowed to have a bad day. Okay? So, you got to chalk this up to, I had a bad day, and you have to be able to explain to the immigration officer at your interview why it was a bad day, why this was a whole bunch of nonsense. This really doesn't, impugn my own character. I am a good person. Here's my taxes. Here, I'm a good person in the community, blah, 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 blah. But it's definitely going to come up. It's definitely going to be discussed. And it's for you to be able to show the officer, this was a bad day. This doesn't really represent me.
Right.
All right. So the answer is yes, you can do your citizenship. Whether you'll get it or not, I don't know. I think you should have a good lawyer representing you. But nothing bad will happen if they deny you because you don't have a criminal record that would make you deportable.
Okay, great.
All right?
Sounds good.
Hold on if you need help. 1-800-529-5465. 1-800-529-5465. Squeeze is back. Here he is. I don't hear him. I don't hear the guy. Squeeze.
You don't hear me?
Now I hear you.
Okay, all right.
All right, please talk, Squeeze, because I haven't taken a breath in 30 minutes.
I'm talking really now.
Yes, I'm not taking a breath in 30. Let me breathe for a second. Go talk amongst you and your viewers.
You finally came up for air.
Yes.
That's good, man. All right, drink out of that Brad and Squeeze cup. Once again, folks, this is the Brad and Squeeze show. Sorry about a little bit of a technical hiatus, but we're back and we are ready. We're rocking. We're rolling. It's the day before Thanksgiving. I know many people are having their family over or traveling to the family, but we're still here. We won't be here tomorrow, Thursday, and Friday, but we'll be back on Monday in studios, live, jumping up and down and having a great time. But remember, right now, get your immigration questions. Maybe you've got your uncle and your aunt over and they want to ask a question. They can ask Uncle Brad, who's got his shirt opened up. I don't know why, but the number is 1-800.
You like it like this or like this? What do we like?
No.
Come on.
No.
This is my Thanksgiving. This is my Thanksgiving casual look. No.
I see it.
You know what?
Like my shirt?
You know what I could also do is I could just kind of go like this and wear it as an ascot. What do they wear? I don't know how to do the ascot. You know what I'm talking about? Like when
that looks like it fits you.
Like a stuffy old white man. I can wear the ascot here. Oh, Buffy. All right.
Put a little stuffing in there. Yeah.
All right. So, Squeeze, you want to go to social media queen and see what she's got? Do you have questions? Do you have questions? Let's see what's going on.
Let's see what she has.
All right.
No problem. 1-800-529-5465. Let's go to Kim Moore.
Hello!
Hello, family.
Hello, happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving. How are you guys?
We're great.
I'm great now that Squeeze has joined our show back again. He had a little technical difficulties from Jamaica, but I am great now that he is back.
I had to go in the basement.
He had to go in the basement, into his mom's basement.
Jimi Hendrix.
Right, we climbed out of Mom's basement, and then he's back in it. All right, let's go to our questions. What do we got?
Okay, Tamika gets her question asked first. Do you guys know why?
Because she's on the Brad and Squeeze page.
Oh, she's on the Brad and Squeeze show?
Because she's on the Brad and
By the way, I just saw a turkey come running right by me. Do we still have turkeys in the studio? We do. Those are the turkeys in the studio. You hear them. Okay.
Why do you think I've got my doors closed?
Yeah, all right.
Okay. Tamika would like to know, my friend is married and has a baby with her husband. She wants to know if she should bring a lawyer to her interview.
Yes.
Yes. I figured that would be your answer.
Yes.
Princess would like to know, after getting married, how long should you wait before your spouse can start your filing process?
The next day, unless you got married within the first 90 days, then do nothing but come see me.
Deborah would like to know, how can you get a work permit if you live outside the U.S. to be able to work in the U.S. temporarily?
You need, this is the chicken or the egg, the turkey or the egg question. You need a job sponsor first. You need someone to sponsor you. You just can't come here and say, I have a work permit, let me go look for a job. You got to have the job sponsor you for the work visa to come here.
Nicola would like to know, after you pass the interview at the embassy in Jamaica and you travel to USA, how long before you can come back to Jamaica if you've got things to finish?
You can come back the next day, just don't stay out for more than 6 months.
Natash would like to know, I'm getting married in a few weeks, and I'd like to know how long you think it's going to take for me to get my social and my work permit.
120 days from the time you file. It's supposed to be 90 days, but it's closer to 120.
Neferta. I'm gonna.
I don't know.
I'm sorry.
I don't know. I got to look at the name. I'm good at that stuff, but I don't see the question there.
Neferta.
Neferta. Or Neferta or Neferta?
Yeah. Neferta.
Neferta. Yes. You got it right.
Neferta.
Yes.
Great. Kind of intricate. My mom had her visa revoked on the suspicion of trafficking. It's a long story, but basically someone she was traveling with had a fake visa. My brother, who just got out of the Navy, had actually already applied for her green card, but she never stayed in the U.S. long enough. She'd come and go pretty often, and I think she missed her final interview. Now she's retired, and she'd like to come back to the USA just to visit. Knowing the big picture, because no charges were ever laid, do you think she should apply for the visa again or have my brother reapply for her? The last time she traveled here was in 2008.
I had the answer after the first sentence, but I allowed you to, once you're accused of drug trafficking.
We were going to say that.
Yeah, once you're accused of drug trafficking, it doesn't matter. You're not coming back whether you were convicted or not. Because it's the one section of law that you do not need a conviction if you are a suspected drug trafficker, past, present, future. Even if they suspect you as a drug trafficker, that bars you for life. You don't even need to be convicted for it. So we would need to take a look at all of these records that she was traveling. Sounds a little, I'm not sure what happened, but basically it sounds like she was traveling with somebody with fake documents and they were caught with drugs. That's not a good thing to be going back to the U.S. Embassy for, to try to get a visa. Fake documents and drugs and trafficking across the border, not good. So we would have to take a look at it, but not looking positive. Right, Squeeze?
That's unfortunate.
Absolutely. Now, what if the person was a green card holder, Brad, and they're going back and forth and they were traveling with someone that they suspected and they got caught up with it?
They would be put in deportation. They would be put in deportation.
Although, even if they're just suspected?
Correct.
And they're a green card holder?
Correct. If you're traveling with drugs and crossing borders, that's trafficking. If you're traveling with large quantities.
But what if you weren't traveling with anybody, but you were traveling with someone who had it? And,
if they thought suspect is all they need. Don't travel with people with drugs. Don't take presents from people and travel across the border. How many times have I heard that? My friend gave me this in package to bring to his friend. I didn't know what was in it. Well, duh! Don't take packages from friends. Okay? I am sure for a fact, and David Squeeze Annakie, you can confirm this or not confirm this, he travels back and forth from Jamaica on a weekly basis. He would not be stupid enough to bring a package from anybody, correct?
Absolutely not.
Right? You'd be a moron. You would be a moron to do that.
What? No way.
You would be a moron, right?
Take this in from me like, nope.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm not.
Excuse me, Border Patrol agent. I was pulling up in my taxi at Norman Manley Airport, and my acquaintance came over with a package wrapped in a brown envelope and said, "Hey, take this to my friend." I didn't know what was in it. Come on.
Yeah, I'm a nice guy. Somebody asked me
just don't do it. Duh. All right. What else?
Nope.
Right.
I'm Alejandro on Facebook would like to know, I'm a permanent resident green card holder. My lady and I are having domestic issues. We're together and I was arrested overnight, but she never went to court. I would like to apply now for my U.S. citizenship. Is this going to affect me?
A, it will affect you. Of course, domestic violence always affects you. B, just because your lady friend doesn't press charges doesn't mean that your case was dropped. Prosecutors can continue to prosecute you even without a witness if they have other evidence to prove domestic violence. The charges are brought against you by the people of the state where you live. They are not brought by you by the victim. So just because your girlfriend or a friend or wife or fiance doesn't want to press charges doesn't mean prosecutors will say, oh, well, then we'll stop it. Because it's the people who are charging you with a crime, not the victim, and it's the people who have the obligation to prosecute a claim whether the victim wants to cooperate or not. So we got to figure out what happened with that case.
Latoya on Facebook would like to know, if I can't get up on an H-2B visa in 2015, but I just got my advanced parole, can I travel on it without having a problem coming back into the USA?
Well, how do you have advanced parole and an H-2B visa? What? Huh? Question mark?
It says if I can't come up on an H-2B, I'm going to extrapolate and say that was a typo, and it says if I came up on an H-2B.
If you came up on, okay, fine. So she came up on an H-2B visa, stayed here, got married, has advanced parole, yes, you can travel.
And she corrected to came up. Oh my God, my
Very good.
Facebook to
Your
real
question mark has been answered. You like that? Or Zorro.
We should get
David, squeeze out of here. You paying attention to any of this stuff?
I'm paying attention, but I'm trying to look for questions.
What are you doing, man? All right.
Looking for questions.
Looking for questions. Okay, I thought you were ordering lunch or something. You're like, Jeeves, can you get me a cheese plate here, please, and a glass of wine?
Wait, that's a service in Jamaica? Why are we in Jamaica right now?
Yeah. Wherever you go in Jamaica, you stay at these fancy hotels that Squeeze stays at. They always have butler service, right?
That is.
They have service.
I'm not quite that fancy. Man.
They have service.
They have a service. There's a service for everything. All right, continue.
Not ones with happy endings, though.
Thank God. Thank God. All right, wait, let's try to keep this PG, Mr. Squeeze. Continue.
It is.
That is all we've got for social media.
All right. Thank you very much, social media queen. Happy Thanksgiving. Gobble, gobble to you. I am going to now chat with my co-host here, David Squeeze Annakie.
Yep. The technical engineer, the broadcaster, the one who's running the wires, all that, arguing with Digicel. Yeah, I just called them out, claim they give you fiber when they gave you freaking dial-up from the freaking 80s.
Yeah, were you are you on AOL dial-up still? That's what it sounds like. Up, and now you lost your volume.
You see?
Yeah. All right, you want to do USA Credit Repair, or you want me to do it?
You do it.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, there's a company out there called USA Credit Repair. They are a partner, and what they do is if your credit is below 700, they will get your credit up above 700 within 90 days. Within 90 days, or money back guaranteed. That's what they do. And how do they do it? They go and attack everything on your credit report. Everything. They leave nothing to chance. They attack everything. And as long as you follow their protocol, as long as you follow their program, they guarantee you that within 90 days, your credit will be up or your money is back. It's one or the other. Credit up or money back. Or money back this way, or wherever the money goes. Credit up or money back. Guarantee as long as you follow their protocol. Give them a call right now at 1-800-872-7177. 1-800-872-7177, 1-800-USA-7177, and give them the question. The answer is Thanksgiving dinner. Thanksgiving dinner is the answer to the citizenship question.
The question is,
what did the Pilgrims and the Indians celebrate? And that is a citizenship test question. And the answer is Thanksgiving dinner. So when you call up Zenmar and you say Thanksgiving dinner, Zenmar is going to be, you're not coming over for Thanksgiving. And you're going to say, nope. It's what the Pilgrims, and the Indians celebrated. It's the citizenship, and if you know that, if you know that, you will get free credit repair for 30 days. So really, it's a no-brainer. Free credit repair for 30 days, money back guarantee in 90 days if they don't get your credit up, as long as you follow their protocol. Call them right now, 1-800-872-7177, 1-800-USA-7177, 1-800-872-7177. Ask them for it's not a Thanksgiving Day special, it's the 365-day-a-year special, 90-day money back guarantee, and as long as you know the answer to your citizenship question, you get your first 30 days for free. 1-800-872-7177, 1-800-USA-7177, 1-800! Should I scream it?
All right.
872-7177. I'm just trying to wake Squeeze up. We have a whole bunch of people on hold here. Do you want to go to the immigration questions? Finish up the show?
I say we should go. Yeah, let's go to the question.
Okay. Eddie in West Palm Beach, Florida. Eddie.
Yes, good morning.
How are you?
Eddie!
Good.
Eddie!
Good morning. I was listening to your thing. You were talking to a young lady earlier. Uh-huh. I'm in the same situation, but the problem is I'm in the process of going to Jamaica. My case was dismissed, domestic violence.
Right.
Yes. Would it be a problem for us to come back?
As long as the case was dismissed, it's not a problem to travel. It may be a problem becoming a citizen, but it's not a problem traveling. Just make sure your case was dismissed.
I want to ask you a question, brother.
Sure.
I always get a little confused.
Sure.
When they say convicted and dismissed, can immigration use it against you even though it was dismissed?
They cannot use it against you traveling. They can stop you and question you to determine whether the case was dismissed. The only time they can use a case that was dismissed against you traveling is if it's drug-related and trafficking. Otherwise, they can't use domestic violence against you if it was dismissed. They can use it against you becoming a citizen, but not traveling.
All right.
All right?
Thank you.
You're very welcome. 1-800-529-5465. We only have a few minutes left, Squeeze. Let's try to run through as many as we can.
Absolutely. Let's do that.
Lisa is in the Bronx. Lisa.
Hi, morning.
Lisa,
how are you?
Morning.
I'm good. I'm calling on behalf of someone. They have a felony case and their green card is expired. However, they got a jury letter to do some jury stuff, but they're not a citizen. There was a resident.
Right.
How do they go about that?
Just sign. You can on the thing. There's a question that says, "Are you a citizen of the United States?" You write no and submit proof that you're not a citizen. You'll be off the jury rolls.
Yeah, but their green card is expired because they have the felony case. Can they still submit the expired?
Submit expired green card. Yeah.
They still can submit it.
Yep.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Let's go to Janet in Columbus. Where in Columbus? Columbus, Ohio? Columbus,
Ohio?
Indiana. Columbus, Indiana. Janet.
Yes. Hi. Good morning.
How are you?
I'm good. Thank you. My mother was in removal proceedings in 2011. Anyhow, the case was closed and the removal proceedings was waived. She went back.
What do you mean waived? What do you mean waived? She got a waiver? She got a waiver?
Yes.
What was the waiver what was the waiver that she got?
With the removal, well, because she had 2 children here, that we were applying for a green card, and she got it waived that she can stay.
So she got something probably called cancellation of removal. Does that sound familiar to you?
Probably so.
Okay. So this happened in 2008.
2011.
2011. Okay. So what is the question now?
Okay. So I just filed for my citizenship, and I'm just waiting for swearing in. But she went back home about 3 years ago. She had overstayed her time here. I mean, can I file for her? Would she have to stay the 10 years back in Trinidad? Or
wait a second.
84 years
so
old.
she was in deportation. She got cancellation of removal, which means that she got her green card, and then she left the United States.
No, she didn't get her green card.
So she didn't get a waiver then. So what you're describing to me is not cancellation of removal. She did not get a waiver. I'm not sure what happens in deportation. So until we know that, I can't tell you whether or not you can file for her or not.
I have the paper in front of me.
I'm glad. One second. You have the papers in front of you. I don't. Okay? You're describing to me something that doesn't make sense to me. Okay? Because you don't get a waiver and not get a green card. Okay? So those two don't match. So what we would need to do is have a consultation. You'll send us the papers. I'll talk with you. I'll review everything with you, and then I'll tell you how to get your mom back here. All right? Hold on one second. All right. 1-800-529-5465. Squeeze. We got about a minute. I'd like you to talk, please.
Yep. I just wanted to say thanks to each and every one for tuning in. This is the Brad and Squeeze Show. It's been a roller coaster ride, but we are here.
We did it.
And we want to say to everybody out there, call 1-800-529-5465 to this full-service law firm about personal injury, family law, criminal defense, tax, and a whole lot more, and obviously immigration. Brad, thank you so much for holding it down like a fort.
Yes.
Howdy, pilgrims. And we'll talk again at noon.
We're going to be talking again.
And I think we are much stabler connected now.
We got it all fixed now. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody. Our last show's at 12. We'll be back live Monday at 9. We're going to be back live at 12. We're off Thursday and Friday just as a holiday note. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody. We'll see you back at 12.
The proceeding was informational only and not specific legal advice. Consult an attorney about your individual situation. Prior results do not guarantee a similar outcome in the future. To make an appointment with the Spar and Bernstein law firm located at 225 Broadway in New York City, call 1-800-529-5465. That's 1-800-529-5465. Easily remembered, 1-800-LAWLINK. That's 1-800-LAWLINK. Once again, make a call to 1-800-529-5465. And of course, link up with the law offices of Spar and Bernstein located at 225 Broadway on the 5th floor. If I were you out there, make the call, make the link, make the connection, make it Spar and Bernstein. 1-800-LAWLINK. That's 1-800-529-5465.
What are you doing?